Sugar, trying to bring my spirit down. 'Cause I've heard that you've been sneaking around every guy in town. What do you do now they're leaving? You're acting like you've been set free. Morning, Brother Don. Back again. I can do that. We got this telephone. Salute back to you, Brother Micah. We got this telephone. We got YouTube. Angel Snub Nub 7 is in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? We back in the house again. As always, in the name of the ancestors. I'm the mighty one, Angel Snub Nub 7. I'm also your soul brother, number one. And we're going to always try to keep it real here. As real as possible. Yeah, Don. Same old, same old. But you know, I got to stop doing that. You know, that's becoming a habit for me. I don't know why. Soul power, brother Mike. I want to remind some of y'all out there in TV land that soul power existed at the same time black power did. I know this for a fact because I grew up on it. I grew up on it. So some of y'all youngsters, don't come around here and tell me that soul power wasn't this. There was no such thing as soul power. You can't tell me nothing. I'm not the only one. It's a lot of us. We was raised on black power and we was raised on soul power. And actually, we didn't know it, but soul power and the concept of soul power really was better. But we didn't know. But we're going to do it now if we can because that's us. Black power is nothing but a reactionary activity in response to white power. If there's no white power, you have no black power. And of course, you might be able to say the same thing about soul power, except when we look at soul power or solar power, or the people of the sun, or those who are of life, the life givers, the concept is much, much different. Because if you look at black power, those people under black power basically ain't nothing but a bunch of racist wannabes, just like those under white power. Hate people for no reason, just all around stupid, just like, prejudice against folks, bias against folks, just because of their skin color, the same crap you will find under black power, the same garbage. How has white power been working out for white folks lately? It ain't been working out so good. How has black power been working out for these Negroes so far? Ain't doing so good. But they still hold on to this crap because, like I said earlier, it makes them feel good. That's all. Do it benefit? Do it do anything for them? No. But it makes them feel good. They love the lies. They love the propaganda because it makes them feel good. Like I was talking about early. Lies make people feel good. Me, myself, truth can hurt. Like if you tell me I got a big head or my hair, I should have combed my hair too nappy or whatever. It might hurt a little bit. It might hurt a little bit, but I cry, I get upset, but I prefer the reality. I prefer the truth rather than um, living in these fantasy worlds. I'm not into see fictional feel good rhetoric to yourself. I'm not into it. Our subject for this Vizzy is black women, stop selling yourself short. Not only black women, but I want to talk to all women, not only soul sisters. I want to talk to all you women out there in America. I want to talk to all the women around the world because basically all of you are in the same situation. Now we know about racism. Racism is a horrible thing. We know this. Pink supremacy, white supremacy, whatever you want to call it, oppression by the dominant society, which is Caucasian, however you view it, that's a terrible thing. Dealing with this going on 500 years, perhaps much, much longer. But I would tell you something that is just as worse, if not more worse, than racism. Damn, what the hell could that be? That is the oppression of women. That is the oppression of the female. Because even prior to racism, wherever you go around the world, I don't care what color that man is, whether he's an African, an Aboriginal, or you may find, wherever you find him, most of these men, for some reason in time, they have learned how to exploit, abuse, and oppress women. And they've been doing that for a long, long time, much longer than racism. Matter of fact, these same men that would tell you that racism is a bad thing, they will defend and they will support exploitation and oppression against women. They would do that. They will be happy to tell you that the man is the head of household. They will be happy to tell you that the only thing a woman can do is get pregnant and serve the man. They would be happy to, a woman got to know her place. She don't know her role. Just like the Pecker would tell black folks, you don't know your place. You are an inferior. The same thing that the racists tell we as a people, as dark-skinned people, we don't like. But when men turn around and say the same thing to women, many of these men say, yay, bunch of hypocrites. So I want to tell these women, not only the soul sisters, I want to tell, see, look, you don't have a man. That's why it's easy for the sisters to, because they never had a man. So what are they missing? If they really had a man, they would not say that. If the sisters or any woman on this planet, when she gets to the point, I don't need a man, that's because she never had a man. So she don't know the importance. She don't know the value. She don't know what she's losing when she says, I don't have a man. So these women are really correct. When they say, I don't need a man, they are telling you the truth because they never had a man. And they don't need it, they're doing just fine without it. Because they know they don't have any men around them. The woman, especially the soul man, ever since slavery, that brother was never a man. He was a slave. He was the property of his massa. You was the property of the massa. He was not a man. He was not allowed to be a man. The only thing he was a breeder. And that's what he's doing right now in 2019. He's just a breeder. Because men don't even want to live in their father's house. Most men, when they get to a certain age, they're ready to leave their parents' home. Here you are, the so-called Negro in America. You big, strong warrior, God, king, man, whatever the hell you want to call yourself. Here you are, or you just want to call yourself, I'm a man. You a man, and you still live in the house of your oppressor. And you smiling, sniggling, and giggling, grinning. You can't wait for the next election so that you can vote Donald Trump back in again, or some Caucasian person. You shouldn't even worry about this cracker's election. You should be worried, I want to get out of this house and do my own thing. Especially when you are oppressed, especially when you're not being treated right. You should want to get out of this house. But even if things was going right, as a man, as men, you should not want to live with this peckerwood, period. And the women, their biological, just their nature, tell them that they don't have a man, because even in the animal kingdom, males build their own nests. They build their own shelters. They don't use the shelter of another man. They build nests, holes in the ground, whatever these shelters are for their females. They do not use and share the hole or the nest with another male. You don't see that, because that's what males do. Nor do the male in nature, you don't see him exploiting his females. You don't see that, because he understands that in order for him to live, in order for his DNA to carry on in the best manner, he needs that female. He needs that other side in order for their species to survive into the future. So he understands the value. In the world of humanity, the female has no value. She's something to use and play with, because you don't have a man in your life, sister. You're surrounded by little boys. You're surrounded by little boys. Only only a little boy will go to a strip club and look at the women with their boobs and their vaginas out. Talk about, look at that, like they ain't never seen a vagina before, like they never seen boobs before. Only boys. Remember, most of these men, when you was a child and you was just curious, and you was tripping off looking at a girl. First time you saw girls, wearing tight pants and her booty and her breasts and all like that, you tripping off of that. When you was a little boy, you a man. Some of y'all done had plenty booty, plenty breasts, and you going paying money, getting drunk at the strip club. These are boys. Watching all the porn and the naked pictures of the women, like you ain't never seen nothing, you ain't never done nothing in your life. That's a boy mentality. These boys. What man? I gotta borrow something from Hassan Campbell. They always talk about, Hassan Campbell said this. What kind of man? What kind of man want to see his woman stripping with her booty all out, going up and down a pole? What kind of man want to see a woman in a porn video, degrading herself, humiliating herself? What kind of man want to see a woman sell her body on the streets? What kind of man And you say that you're supposed to provide and protect. What kind of protection is she getting on a strip pole? What kind of protection is she getting selling her body on the street? And y'all say that, oh, she's doing that voluntarily. She's doing that voluntarily because of the condition men put her in. Nobody in their right state of mind want to show their ass on a pole or sell their body or none of that. She do it because of the exploitation, the condition that men put her in. That's the reason why she do it. Just like many soul brothers and sisters in this nation. You skin and you grin, and like they say, you coon. Condition they put you in. That's the reason why. You wouldn't do it otherwise. So, sisters, you don't have a man. But you can produce a man. You can produce a man. And I'll tell you this, just because a man has a job, what kind of man gonna allow his woman to live in another man's house? You will never see a female robin in the nest of a male sparrow. Male robin is not going to allow his female to lay an egg in the nest of a sparrow or a hawk or any other bird. That's my woman. I'm going to take care of her. So you need a man in your life. How are you going to produce this man? Well, first of all, you need to stop selling yourself short. Women, you need to stop selling yourself short if you are able to do that. There are women in the world, they will get their butts beat. They will be murdered if they don't follow the orders of these men. In America, sisters, you don't have to take no crap. So if you don't need a man, stay the hell away from him. But that don't mean to a woman either. Now, I'm not telling you to do that either. So you need to produce you a man. You need to produce you a man for yourself, and you need to produce you a man for your girls that's coming up. What kind of man call a woman a hoe? What kind of man call a woman a thought? I don't even know what a thought is. I just heard that's something that they're using nowadays. Don't you know, you ignorant ass dude? When you call a woman a hoe, a bitch, you calling your mama one. You calling your sister one. You calling your auntie one. These some dumbass men. They think they really trying to hurt somebody. Oh, you a hoe. You a bitch. When you do that, you calling your own mama, your aunts, your grandmama, all the women in your life, you idiot. You calling them the same thing. How you going to call other women those things and then you're not including your own females? These some idiots. So the sisters, women, you need a man. You need a man in your life. Because only a man can change this condition. Sisters can put up a good fight. But we're dealing with the white man. And since we're dealing with the white man, it's going to take a man. The reason why we're in the condition that we're in, because we have yet to produce a man that can rise up and challenge. Now, we have had some brothers. We've had some brothers to stand up. But see, that's a few. I'm talking about we need some brothers. We need some men. We need a gender. Your gender, these men that we have right now are little boys. That's why the cracker called black men boys. You a boy. You can't take care of yourself. You beat up on your woman, and the reason why you beat up on your woman, because this peckerwood kicking you in your ass. That's why you beat up on your woman. That's why you're abusive to your women. That's why you're abusive to your children, because this peckerwood got his penis down your throat. Y'all pieces of trash. See, I don't like, see, it's very difficult for you to call me some kind of homosexual, because clearly, as you can see, me and so-called men, we don't get along because these men not doing their damn job. Sisters, let me tell you something. There's an old saying, it's better to be by yourself than in the company of a fool. It's better to be by yourself than mess with these men. And you make it very easy for these men to take advantage of you. Let me say this to you. No matter what you do, no matter how you try to do the right thing, things can go wrong. You might not get what you want. But don't make it easy for these fools. The first thing you need to do is stop giving your body, stop giving yourself to these idiots after the first day, 2 or 3 months. You make these chumps, you make them work for you. In the animal kingdom, these males, watch these males. They work hard for their females. They dance. They build all kinds of pretty houses for their females. They work hard to be worthy of their females. These males in nature, they know the value of their women. These males that you're dealing with, their car, their reefer, their houses, their jobs, all that stuff is more important to them really than you. You see that in their behaviors and their actions. You're just something to play with because they little boys. I want to play with your breasts. I want to play with your vagina. I want to feel your booty. You're just something to play with, like you're a Barbie doll. They don't take you serious. They don't take you serious because you don't take yourself serious. Stop giving them your body. Stop giving them your mind. Even in religion, it's all about the men. Jesus is a man. Noah is a man. God himself is referred to as a man. Damn. That's right, Brother Don. Even in some primitive tribes, just like Brother Don say, a man has to earn the right to mess with a woman. You just can't go out, a woman choose you all because you cute, because you got a job, because you famous. So the hell what? You have to be earned. Look, woman, let me tell you something like this. These men, they actually will fight and die over gold and silver. They fight and die because it's valuable. They fight, die, and kill over money. A long time ago, don't you know, they used to fight and die and kill over women. Don't you know that? A long time ago, the spoils of war was called booty. And that's what they love about you right now. That's what they put in your face right now. The world is obsessed with booty. I'm bootylicious, Beyonce say. They always got the booty. See, you very important, but you don't understand that, woman. It's all about you. But now you become cheap. You don't really have no value. These men take advantage of you. Your value has gone down. You're running around here, half dressed, naked, showing all your ass and booty and whatever. This man don't have to imagine nothing. He just wondering, he can just look at you and say, damn. You got it all out there. And then only thing this guy has to do is be cute, say some pretty words. You let him get in your underwear, and then all your cuteness, all your fineness is gone, and he leave you and your cuteness and your fineness with them 5 children. Because there's a lot there. It's for the taking. Because it's all cheap. It's money, and y'all just give it up. You keep playing yourself short, and that's why you have the short end of the stick. You're selling yourselves. You're not giving yourself value. In nature, or if these men was in their right state of mind, you would have great value. Now, I'm not telling you to run around here and look like a paper bag. I'm not into that. I'm not telling you to be like those Muslim women. What's that thing they call a hajib, whatever they call it? Run around like that or whatever. I'm not asking you to do that. But you can dress your women and these girls, you can dress like you are a queen. Like you are a queen. Like you are a goddess. And let these idiots know, you want to talk to me, you got to earn it. Because I got high value. If you can't earn it, you ain't going to get it. Like my sister's Invoke said, you're never going to get it, never going to get it, never going to get it, never get it, because you don't deserve it. You got to make these men work. You can't sit here in America and let these men and praise these men, and you living in the house of racists and let these guys call themselves men. You go to these men and you tell them, I want out of here. I'm tired of raising children in the house of racists. My boy can't go down the street. He got to worry about getting harassed by some racist cop, discriminated because of a job. This is 2019. This is not 1965. Same crap going on and on. You need to tell your man, no more children till you get me the hell out of here. I'm not having no more babies. Instead, if he can't do it, then I guess the black race, guess we go extinct. And you need to go extinct. Keep living with these demons. Every year, there's a Trayvon Martin. Every year, there's a Freddie Gray, Sean Bell. Every week, all of a sudden, black folks getting found, they committing suicide mysteriously. You know these Peckerwoods are hanging us, killing us. You know they are. And these men keep having babies in their enemy's house. And you keep having these babies in the house of your enemy. What kind of man? When you look at the Nation of Islam, you might think that you're looking at men. They sound good, but it's been over 80 years. and the Nation of Islam talk all that separation crap. They have made no attempt to separate. They have babies and comfortable right here with the Peckerwood. Louis Farrakhan, and even when Elijah Muhammad was here, they had a lot of international connections. They made a lot of friendships with people all over the world, and they still living right here with these damn racists. What do that tell you? That tell you the reality is a lot of these men are scared, really, they scared to go on their own. You have men right now that's 40, 50, maybe even 60 years old, if it's possible. They still living with their mama and daddy. They scared to go out on their own. They really scared. So you see, you have all these people talking separation, go back to Africa, and all this other crap, but you don't see them really making no attempt because they really scared. They scared. But then they want to make mockery of me. They want to laugh at me when I tell you about the Mississippi campaign. And you don't have to go nowhere. You can still be right here in America where you're comfortable. The only thing you want to do is control a bit of this land for yourself. They don't even want to do that. So what do that tell you about your men? These men can kick rocks. All men can get the hell off my page because you're not a man as far as I'm concerned anyway. A bunch of, I don't know really what to call you. I don't know a name that I could really call you. I know it's embarrassing to be a part of this gender for me. Because I know me. I'm ready to get the hell out. I'm ready to make a move. But I can't do it by myself. As an individual, I can make some moves. But I'm not concerned with me as an individual. I'm looking at us as a people. These sisters need a man in their life. You're not a man because you have a job. You're not a man because you raise your children. Takes a whole lot more than that to call yourself a man. That's why nobody respects you. You call it the black community, the black neighborhood, but any bum that just got off a boat can come into your neighborhood and do anything they want to do. The Guatemalans, Africans, even other dark-skinned people, they come in your neighborhood, do anything they want to. Rape your women and girls, even your boys. Where the men at? No, Don, there really is no black community. You're right. Because there's no men. Where the men at? There are no men. You're a slave. You waiting for your massa. Wait for the police to come deal with the gang. If there were really men in your neighborhood, we don't have to wait for no police to deal with the gang. The first thing I would do, I would go to those young brothers and all these gang members and say, look, now, we can't have this, brothers. We're going to have to work this out some kind of way. This is not going to work. My grandmama, she can't go out on her porch. You guys shooting at each other. The children can't go to school. We can't have this. Now, if they can't listen to reason, then we got to throw down. It's simple as that. Yeah, some of us might get killed, but guess what? When it's all said and done, ain't going to be no gangs in the neighborhood. So if you had real men in the neighborhood, if we had real men since slavery, I'm not going to really put all the brothers down. They did the best they could, okay? We're in a different place now. There's no more excuses. No more excuses. We're not slaves. We live much better than they did in 1930, 40, 50, 60. There's no more excuses except y'all a bunch of cowards. There's no more excuses. If the racist cracker cops, the racist pigs come into your neighborhood and they are killing our people, I'm not going to wait for the FBI to have an investigation. I'm not going to wait for the police to investigate themselves. I'm going to tell those cracker cops, you are no longer wanted. You are killing our people. Don't come into our neighborhood. If they decide they want to come, then you're going to have to deal with them. And I guarantee you, them white boys, them Peckerwood cops, when they see that they are getting murdered coming into the black neighborhoods like that, believe me, they're not going to want to come. Yeah, some of us may go to jail. Yeah, some of us may go to prison. I guarantee you that those cracker cops will stop coming. The men are responsible for that neighborhood and that community. Everything that woman, everything these children need, we as men are supposed to provide. The bake shops, the hair shops, whatever these women and children need, we're supposed to make sure they get it and provide. We're supposed to protect and provide. We have failed. And so these sisters, not only soul sisters, but women around the world, you need to change your mindset. You need to stand up and fight for yourself. There's something wrong when you hear any man tell you, well, a woman can't do this, a woman can't do that. When a man said that out of his mouth, there's a problem. Whatever you want to do it. If a child want to try it, when a man want to limit the potential of another human being, there's a problem. I'm not going to limit nobody. If you want to drive a car, fix a car. If you want to play football with the boys, whatever you want to do, it's all right with me. Nobody should want to limit the potential of anybody. What you scared of? They gonna do better than you? And see, that's the problem too. The Caucasian man, these Peckerwoods, one of the reasons why they keep soul brothers and sisters, they keep messing with us because they know that we can outshine them easily. So they do everything they can to limit your potential. That's what they scared of. The reason why these men do what they do to women, because a lot of these women will outshine you because you put yourself on this pedestal. You the supreme. You so great, blah, blah, blah. You better than a woman. You better than a child. You better. But you know that these people have the potential to be better than you. So you don't want the world to see you as the liar you are. So let me do everything I can to stop the women to be all the best they could be. Stop the children, stop the black people, whoever you think is threatening the lie that you told that you so superior. On that note, my battery power is running out, and we had a pretty good internet connection. I think we had a pretty good talk. I'm pretty sure a lot of men don't like what I have to say, but see, that's because you're not a man, you're a boy. Men understand exactly where I'm coming from, and they would hope we can attract other men, and maybe we as real men can come together and get the job done, because these boys damn sure not gonna get nothing done. With that said, thank you for listening. As they say, subscribe. As they say, hit that like button. As they said, share the video. And this weekend, I think I'm going to have a nice little talk with us for, over the holiday. I appreciate you joining me, listening. And as Don Cornelius always say, I wish us love, peace, and soul.